Yeah, Tracy. Look, I understand it's frustrating. Yeah, we're looking into it now. Yeah, I'll give you a call back.
Alright, Jason. How's the help desk today?
Yeah, not bad. Well, actually, I've got a few users calling because their accounts, they keep asking for additional verification.
Oh, anyone in particular?
Yeah, there's a girl in marketing. She's called Tracy Chapman.
Right. Jason, what are the logs saying?
Yeah, I've looked at the logs. They're saying that she logged in from the UK this morning, and then 10 minutes later, she logged in Romania.
That sounds like impossible travel.
Well, yeah, but I know Tracy does have a fast car.
Jason.
Anyway, she keeps calling. Jonathan, she's getting really frustrated.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, on the last call, she was talking about a revolution.
Jason, do you know what this is? It's that new conditional access feature. It's called risk remediation.
New feature?
Yeah, Microsoft just rolled it out. Basically, it takes the human response time out of it when an account gets flagged as high risk.
Wait, so Microsoft just locks people out automatically?
Exactly. No admin intervention needed.
That sounds great, Jonathan. Do you want to show me?
Yeah, Jason, let's go. So, what's happened here? Well, Microsoft have released a new feature. What does it do? Well, it remediates compromised accounts before an admin in your business even gets an alert. So, if you've ever found yourself in Jason's unfortunate position, which, let's be honest, most of us, well, we have. We get a high-risk user alert at 3 a.m. and you might think, I go to sleep, I'll check that in the morning. And then you forget. And maybe 3 days go by before you actually action it. Well, this feature is designed specifically for that problem. This feature is called Require Risk Remediation, and it's a conditional access policy. Now, before I jump into the screen demo, let me give you some context on what's actually changed here. Because, as you know, risky users in Microsoft 365, they're not new. If your business has Microsoft Entra ID P2 licensing, you've had identity protection for a while now. Microsoft have been detecting risky signing behavior for years. You know, things like impossible travel, like Tracy Chapman. Things like sign-ins from unfamiliar locations or devices. And what about leaked credentials showing up on the dark web? Plus activity from known malicious IP addresses and anonymous IP usage. You know, Tor networks, that kind of thing. Now, all of this jiggery pokery gets combined into what Microsoft calls a risk score. And when that risk score gets high enough, the user gets flagged. But here is where that process usually falls apart. Microsoft would detect the risk, flag the user, send you alert, and then nothing. The account would still be active. The attacker could still be working. And you'd only actually stop them once a human admin saw that alert and manually responded. And that, it could be hours. It could be days. It could be never if you got buried under 47 other alerts. So, what's changed? Well, Microsoft have added a new control in conditional access called Require Risk Remediation. And what this does is flip the entire model. Now, instead of detecting risk and waiting for someone to respond, Microsoft can now automatically step in and enforce remediation before the user gets access to their Microsoft 365 again. So let's say that Tracy Chapman's account gets flagged as high risk. With this new control enabled, the next time someone tries to sign in as Tracy, whether that's the real Tracy or the attacker in Romania, quite simple, they won't get in. Instead, they're forced to do a number of things. Re-register for MFA, reset their password, and prove they're actually Tracy. And until that's done, they're locked out. No admin involvement, no manual response, and no waiting. Now, before I get carried away, there's a few things you need to understand about this. First, this requires Entra ID P2, okay? This is an identity protection feature. So if you're in Microsoft 365 Business Premium, it only has Entra ID P1. So you don't get this feature. It's P2 only. And second, this feature is based on user risk, not sign-in risk. There is a difference. Sign-in risk is about that specific sign-in attempt, maybe one dodgy login. User risk, well, it's broader. It's about the overall state of that account. Multiple indicators, sustained suspicious behavior. So this feature works on user risk because the idea is that the account itself is compromised, not just one sign-in. And third, as you will see in the screen demo, you control the threshold. You can set to trigger on high risk only, or medium, or something else. My recommendation, start with high risk. Medium risk, it can be noisy. High risk is where you've got genuine compromised indicators. And fourth, maybe test this feature in report-only mode. You don't want to upset people. Conditional Access has a report-only mode for a reason. Because if you switch it on straight away, well, you're brave. Because you might lock out half of your executive team. Because they travel a lot, and Microsoft thinks they're suspicious. Okay, that's the concept. You've listened to me for too long. Let me show you the screen demo. Okay, so I'm in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. What I need to do is go down to Admin Centers, and we need to go into Identity, which takes us into Entra Admin Center. Just do the MFA. Okay, Entra ID, and let's hop over to our friend, which is Conditional Access. I will go to Policies here. Now, this is just a test tenancy for these videos, so I've got lots of different policies here, but that's not important. Click on New Policy. We'll give this a name, maybe something like this. Block high-risk users. Auto-Remediation. Nice and descriptive. Okay. Who we assign this to? Okay, you can do this to certain users or groups. For this demo, I will just click All Users. Of course, what you should do, and I will do here, I'm just going to exclude my admin accounts. Again, if this was a real tenant, you would have a break glass group and you'll have a break glass account in there. You exclude that, okay? But I don't want to lock my admin out of this test account. Okay, target resources, all cloud apps. Because if someone's account is compromised, we don't want them to get into anything, okay? Now we go to conditions and we go to user risk. We turn this on, okay? Now I've got high, medium, and low. Like I said earlier, my recommendation is to start with high only. High risk means that Microsoft has multiple strong indicators that this account is genuinely compromised, okay? If we look at medium, it can include things like sign-ins from unfamiliar locations. Now, if you've got users who travel a lot, that is going to cause a problem. So I'm going to select high for this, okay? Click on Done. And then we go to Access Controls and Grant Controls. This is where we're going to tell Conditional Access what to actually do when a high-risk user is detected. Okay, so you can see all the usual options here. But there's a new one here, look. Require risk remediation. Okay, this is the new control. So when you select this, you're basically telling Microsoft, don't just alert me, don't just require MFA, force the user to actually fix the underlying risk before they get back in. So what does this actually mean for the user? Well, it does depend on their authentication setup. If they're using traditional passwords, they will be required to reset their password and re-register for MFA. But if the user's using passwordless authentication, maybe passkeys, Hello for Business, FIDO2 keys, there's obviously no password to reset. So that will be focused on re-registering those authentication methods, okay? Either way, the account stays locked until remediation is complete, okay? And you can see here, look, there's some blurb here. It needs to be applied to all cloud apps, which you have done. And this option also requires multi-factor authentication or authentication strengths. So it's also selected this one here, okay? But you can choose your authentication strength that you want. I would select that. As I said, in an ideal world, you would put this to report only. You can switch it on, but that is the conditional access policy. as you'll agree, it's very, very useful. So, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you again soon.